Hello. That was a little loud. Tonight, I'm doing an all-nighter, baby. It's 3 a.m. and I just got done watching Tomorrow World, or The Edge of Tomorrow from 2014, based on that light novel, All You Need Is Kill. It was pretty good. I liked the movie. It was pretty dope. I did shave. I don't know why the camera makes it look like this part of my stash is like gone. It's there. It just looks weird. It looks like you see that? Like it's like grown, shaved. But I haven't shaved. I don't shave the stash. The stash is sacred. I respect the stash. You better respect the stash too. Um, but yeah, today was, I woke up at like 3 o'clock because I went to bed at like 4 or 5 last night. I was gonna get up at around 11 to do some online stuff, and I was like, I'll just sleep through it. It doesn't really matter. So I did. But we're doing an all-nighter to reset my sleep schedule. And I know that, that's not actually how it works. Or at least it's not the healthy way to do it. But I'm still young. I still got years to live. So we're gonna do this. My one reckless thing in life, do an all-nighter. Oh no. Right? It's interesting watching the channel because it's like I get these these surges of subscribers. So it's like kind of going up, and then it kind of like flatlines for like a day or two, and then it goes back up. And then I should start over here actually. So it's like nee, nee, nee. And then suddenly it's like whoop, nee, and then it continues, and it's like whoop, whoop. It's weird. It's interesting. The algorithm is very strange. It's a mysterious creature that I don't know. I don't really understand. All I know about it is that I have to name my videos like very strange titles, like I'm quitting YouTube ASMR. Who knows? That might be the title of this one. I'll come up with something on the fly. I don't plan any of these. It's always just whatever happens, like off the top of my head. Um, but yeah, I went to Chili's today. I went to Chili's with my work crew, my old work crew. It's the remodel crew from Target. None of them work at Target anymore. we all quit. I was one of the last people. The last guy quit, though. He had a really sucky way of how. So he put in his 2 weeks already because he's going to a different job. He's going to like a manufacturing plant or something. He's making more money. But he called out like yesterday or something. And he called out during an opening shift, which, you're not supposed to do, but people do it all the time. And he's been working for Target for like a year, right? He's been working at this Target for a year. He worked at a different Target for longer, but he was supposed to open, and he calls out sick because he's sick, like he should. And what ends up happening is that day that he calls out, like halfway through the day, he gets a call from HR, and they're like, oh, we're just not gonna schedule you for, like, we're just terminating you now. So those 2 weeks that you put in, you just don't have to come back. We're just terminating you right now because you called out. And so now they have to find someone to cover for the next 2 weeks, all of his shifts, which I don't understand. Like they were already struggling as is with what I've heard, and they just kind of like shot themselves in the foot. But corporate is corporate, and they're smart, right? They're the smarter people, okay? They get paid more to sit around at their computer and type things in the computer all day and talk to each other, right? They're not out on the floor. They're not stocking anything. They're not unloading the truck like us feeble peasants, right? It doesn't make sense in my head because now he's going to be not docked, but he's not even going to get that 2 weeks of pay that he needs to pay rent. They're just cutting him now. And he doesn't call out. Like, this is like a rare occurrence for him. So it's just strange. It's strange in my head why they would do that. Because I quit, and then they had him cover my shifts that I usually did, right? And then he put his 2 weeks in, and they just haven't trained anyone else for the position. Yeah, I don't understand it. But like I said, not my place. Not my place to speak, right? They know better. They always know better. It's always never good enough. Yeah, that's my little rant. My little corporate rant. Ah, gosh darn it. I hate corporate. I wonder if it's like this. I mean, I'm guessing it's like this at other jobs as well, or like other places. But at the same time, like, I just, like, people can't be that stupid, right? Like, there's no way. Like, we all think. We're all thinking, right? We're all creatures of thought, right? Like, we know if we drop a guy who put his 2 weeks in, then we're going to have to find people to cover for those 2 weeks. But the only people trained for those positions are like 3 people in the store. I don't know, man. It's strange. Today was leg day. I'm sorry for my like swallowing. I don't know why. When I swallow, I gulp. I gulp, and I try to swallow normally without making a lot of noise, but it just ends up gulping. But yeah, today was leg day, and I always love the feeling of stopping. Like, I'm done working out, and then I try to walk on my legs, and I'm like wibble wobbly, right? It's like I tried to go downstairs and I had to like hold on to the handrail like I'm a 70-year-old man just like wobbling down the stairs. And it probably looks really weird because I do leg day in my room. And it probably looks really weird because I'm just like walking down the stairs, just like limping. And my mom is like, "What happened to you?" It's like, leg day. Just leg day. Yeah, no, that's funny. I will put out another episode of Minecraft soon. Maybe after this. Maybe in an hour or two when I'm doing this all-nighter. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. The last time I pulled an all-nighter was in 2021 because I went to Oregon that year. It's the first time I went to Oregon. So I stayed up the night before for the plane ride. I was awake for about 2 days in a row. And I was pooped. We got to the hotel, so we flew into Oregon. We land in like Portland, and then we drive out to the coast. But we're stopping at all these places along to the coast because we were doing like a coastal trip, and then we were gonna go inland and live with my auntie and my uncle who were up there on my mom's side. But we drive to the coast. And we get to the coast and we're, driving down. It's still, like daytime and stuff. And we're doing all these things. And I am just like, I don't know. All I remember was, I was alive, but I was in the car just passed out. And we would stop and I'd get out and I'd look at everything. I'd get back in the car, pass out. And then we get to the hotel at the end of the day. And it's like maybe 5 or 6 o'clock. The sun is setting. I remember that. And I remember getting in the hotel bed, and my brother and my mom, they were going to go out to get dinner. And they're like, "Do you want to come and get something?" I was just like, "Just let me sleep. I'm just going to lay here." And I remember falling asleep. I remember waking up when they get back. And then I just remember nothing after that. I remember waking up super like I could have slept for another day after that. But I remember feeling like, oh my gosh, I feel so good right now after waking up because I slept for probably over 10 hours, like nearing the 15-hour mark, just because of I got in bed at 6 and then I woke up at maybe like 10 or 11. I don't know. Someone can do the math. Here, we'll do the math right now. So it was like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 17 hours. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 17 hours of sleep. Insane. Absolutely bonkers. But yeah, no, just crazy. So probably do an all-nighter. Go to bed at like 5 or 6 today, because it is 3 a.m. Maybe I'll go get breakfast at Denny's when it opens. I know I gotta go get milk, so I can make my protein shake. I've been making protein shakes recently. 2 scoops of protein, 1 cup of oats, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and 300 milliliters of milk. I usually do 500 though of milk because it just makes it a lot easier to get down. The oats kind of, it turns almost into like a slurry kind of, and you kind of chew a little bit and swallow. So I try to do extra milk so it, liquefies a bit more. But I mean, it tastes pretty good. It tastes aight. But yeah, I've just been surviving off of that for the last few days. I do eat, but it's usually like Cheez-Its. I'm not the healthiest man. I'll admit that. I like to cook my eggs. I like to cook eggs and drink protein shake, and that's it. I gotta learn how to cook some meat though. I want to try bacon. I want to make some bacon and eggs in the morning. I feel like that'd be nice. But we'll get there when we get there, right? So it's been 10 minutes. I hope this was relaxing or good background noise or even helped you fall asleep. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.